1, 2, 3.
Ichabod, do you want a treat? Whoa. Is that the little spoons? Ichabod, are you being a baby? Are you being a baby? On today's episode of Free Unsolicited Cooking Knowledge, we'll be making an Easter carrot cake dip. Isn't that right? Are you a nasty boy? Do you have pasta sauce on your face?
Might. Let's open on there.
Welcome back, my little spoons. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'm what? The missing ingredient to your kitchen. On today's episode, as you saw, we are making an Easter carrot cake dip, and I've never actually made this recipe before. And for Easter, I really wanted to venture into a category I haven't done before, and that is carrot cake. I have never made carrot cake muffins, carrot cake donuts, nothing. And I thought, well, I don't want to stay classic because I want to do something a little out of the box, and I came across this amazing recipe. I mean, it sounds amazing. We will see how my execution goes of it. But it seemed easy enough, and I kind of wanted to try it. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first step calls for us to use Hell's Gate here. And basically, we're gonna cook down some of the ingredients before we mix it into the cold carrot cake mix. So the first thing that we're going to need is 2 tablespoons of salted butter. And you already know what time it is, it's Land O'Lakes. I know it's not on my packaging here, but it is Land O'Lakes, the best butter ever. Anyway, so we have put our 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet, and I'm just gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna just put it on low. And that might be a little more than 2 tablespoons, but I don't care. As this is melting, the next ingredient you're going to need is 2 cups, I was gonna say 2 tablespoons. No, 2 cups of shredded carrots, which I did earlier today. I don't know if this is 2 cups, this may be more than 2 cups. So as soon as this melts, I will get that in. Also, I would just like to say this recipe this week has raisins, and I'm not forgoing them because we forewent them for the fried dough. I don't care, Cody, sorry. You're gonna like it. You like carrot cake though.
You see me eating carrot cake with raisins?
I don't know. I don't know why you have to sass me. You're gonna love it. They're just gonna blend in. They're gonna take the flavor of everything else.
Don't be wrong, grapes are great. Raisins are like deceased grapes.
You heard it here, folks. Raisins are deceased grapes. All right, now that this is kind of like melting, I'm going to get 2 cups of the shredded carrots. Also, you could buy shredded carrots in the store. Cody couldn't find them today, so I had to put in extra manual labor. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired this week, so it was an unexpected thing I didn't want to do. Anyway, there's 1 cup. Perfect, 2 cups. That was 2. I just have a little extra in here, I'm not gonna waste. So that was 2 large carrots that I bought at the store. Okay, as we are combining this with the butter, oh dear. Also, don't mind my dirty pan. I have to clean it officially with the tomato sauce. I haven't done that yet. It's just well loved, okay? Anyway, as we mix the butter in, okay, I'm gonna lower that by a little bit. The next ingredient calls for 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Here we are, a nice level teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna up that again because it just stopped sizzling. Now that I mixed that, the next ingredient calls for a 1/4 cup of packed dark brown sugar. Okay, I lowered the heat. This thing is like all over the place. We're packing that 1/4 cup going in. Okay, I'm just gonna break that up. So basically we're like caramelizing the carrots. Smells pretty good. Not gonna lie. I know that we used salted butter, but the recipe does say to add another pinch of salt. So I'm just gonna like sprinkle some on just to pull some of that moisture out of the carrots. Okay, I don't know, I bought this salt and like it is extremely hard to open every time. There we go. And I'm gonna mix that. Okay, it smells like Christmas to me. Probably the cinnamon, even though I love Christmas. I really am like begging this weather to just ease up already. It's supposed to be spring. Also, with that said, because it is spring, I'm just letting my little spoons know that there will be a lot more gardening content coming that may replace some cooking videos here and there. Just letting you know, until I can get to a schedule where I can upload twice a week to do like gardening on Wednesdays and cooking on Saturday or Sundays, we're just sticking to one video every Sunday, and it might be gardening and it might be this. I don't know. Also, I think mom's here. Okay, now that I've added all the ingredients, I have added a lid. We're gonna let it caramelize. The recipe says to cook it for about 8 minutes. I'm gonna let this go with stirring it every few minutes, and we will be back to show you what to do next. I think they're pretty much caramelized. They're all like a nicer, darker brown, darker orange. Like they're softer. It smells delicious. This is what it looks like. The next step for this is I'm just gonna like turn off my burner, and this is to be transferred to another bowl to let cool off completely. I'm gonna let it cool off in like the normal room temp, and then I'm gonna put it in my fridge. I'm just gonna grab the same bowl that I had the carrots in, and I'm going to scoop that in here. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. And we're still gonna use our skillet. So the next ingredient that we're adding to our skillet is going to be pineapple juice. I know, very odd, but I'm really excited because I love pineapple juice. And it calls for, I believe, a half a cup. Yes, it's calling for half a cup of pineapple juice. We couldn't find pineapple juice in the store, so I did the next best thing. And I got canned pineapples by Dole, not sponsored. And I'm just gonna drain some juice into my half cup here. Gorgeous. This is just like a little trick I've learned if you can't find the juice. And I'm gonna turn this back on. Medium low, we're gonna start, and I'm just gonna add that to my skillet. And the next ingredient is optional. I don't have it in my house because I'm sober, but you can add about 1 ounce of rum. I'm gonna skip that step, A, because I don't have it, and B, we just didn't have time to go run out and get it. But the next ingredient to this is going to be 1/3 of a cup of golden raisins, Cody's favorite. Here we are, golden raisins, the corpses of green grapes. And we're gonna do 1/3. It's not even that many raisins, Cody. Okay, going in. Basically, the instructions say to simmer this until all of the liquid is absorbed and evaporated. So I'm actually gonna raise this now. Now that we have everything in there, I'm gonna give it a good mix. I'm gonna let that cook down, and we will be right back. This went a lot faster than I thought. The raisins have absorbed a lot of that pineapple juice. This is what it looks like. I'm keeping it more centered so that the pineapple juice actually cooks down. Oh, they're just so syrupy. Oh my goodness. We're turning that off. And the next step, it says to transfer to another bowl like this, because again, we want it to come to room temperature and be a little cooler. And I'm just, oh my. Oh my, that's like candy. Okay, now that I've set that aside, I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. You're gonna grab your stand mixer, hand beater, whisk, whatever you use to mix any of your baking ingredients. And the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 8-ounce brick of cream cheese. Here it is. It is still cold. I would suggest it be room temperature. This has been sitting out for like, I don't know, 45 minutes. Basically, I'm gonna cut it up into little chunks. I'm gonna add it to this. Also, for your stand mixer or beater, I'm using a flat beater because we don't wanna whip it. We just want to kind of mix it and make it a little soft and fluffy. Oh, it's a lot softer than I thought. Okay. It's just gonna be difficult. And you can do like a lighter cream cheese. If I'm making something sweet, I'm going all in, okay? I don't care. All right. All right. Okay. Before I continue, I'm gonna put these in the fridge. They're just warm at this point. Can you put these in the fridge, Cody? All right, now that that's in the fridge, I'm going to put this on my stand mixer, lock it in place, lock this in place. Oh, my Amazon order's here. I thought it was my flame weeder. It is not. It was for my sister. Tis sad. So we're locked in place, and I'm just gonna give this a mix. We're gonna start low, you know, the usual. It is mixed, it's a little bit fluffy. And the next ingredient we're going to add is, I don't know, hang on. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna add to this is a 1/4 cup of whipping cream. Whipping cream. 35%, brand new. Open that up. Okay, 1/4 cup going in. The next ingredient it calls for is 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. And you already know what time it is, okay? Sift everything. I don't know why I was very angry about that. Sift everything. Got my 1/4 cup. I'm gonna do even cups here. All right, so 1 going in, 2, and 3. Any day now. All right, and I'm just gonna sift that. All right, see, there was a heavy chunk in there. Glad we did that. And the next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, making sure that this was 1 teaspoon. Going right in. And that is it for this step. So we're going to return it to the mixer, lock it in place, all right? And then it says to mix and beat until it's a smooth, fluffy consistency. We're gonna start slow because we have sugar and cream in there and I don't want it to go all over the place, all right? So here we go. I'm just gonna clean down the sides. Okay, very icing consistency, love it. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. Look at that. Just creamy and smooth. So the next step, it says to add your cooled off carrots and raisins. I'm just gonna leave that for a bit and I'm gonna add the next ingredient, and that is roasted pecans. Pecans, okay? Also, to start the day, I just roasted these in the oven, like they're just pecan halves, and I did it for like 8 minutes on 350. You don't want them to stay in there too long because then they get burnt, but these are like a nice dark roasted brown, and I'm just gonna like hand crush them to make it a little smaller. Maybe I should chop them. And it calls for 1/3 cup. I'm just gonna do like a nice, oh geez, light chop of these. And then I'm just gonna throw it directly into my mixing bowl. Ooh, that's actually easier. Crush it with the side of the knife. Smell amazing. I'm very big on smells because I had my nose surgery a few years ago, the deviated septum surgery, because I just couldn't breathe. I can breathe a little bit better now, but my sense of smell has like exponentially gotten better, and it is a blessing and a curse. Just thought I'd let you know that. So out of all my senses in the kitchen, my smells are very heightened, in case y'all are wondering. I'm just gonna give this a quick mix. Beautiful! Okay, Cody, can you get the carrots, please? Ooh, these are nice and cooled. All right, we're going in with these. I hope this tastes good. I swear to baby Jesus. If this doesn't, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, I'm just gonna give that a stir. Okay. Okay, the raisins are pretty much like warm, not fully cold at room temp, but they can go in, I'm pretty sure. Okay, okay. They are so sticky. Now I'm really gonna incorporate this, make it really fluffy, so lock. We're gonna start in a stir and upper way, okay? Here we go. And we are completely done the dip. Life is good. I'm gonna transfer this to a bowl. I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and then I will be back to show you what to do next. So now that that's cooling off in the fridge, I'm going to chop up some apples because that is one of the things I saw that you could dip in it, as well as graham crackers, but they're already prepackaged and ready, so I'm gonna grab my apples. They are washed. I have a Pink Lady and a Fuji. Cody did the shopping for me and he thought that he had grabbed 2 Fujis, but Pink Lady works too. They're more on the sweeter side as far as apples go, but you really didn't do a good job looking at them, did you? There's a blemish. It's okay, I don't care. I'm not that picky. I'm cutting apple slices, and I'm keeping the peel on in case you are wondering. I'll go back in and cut the seeds if needed. 1. Should I even cut this second apple?
No, I'm sure.
Okay. We do not waste, but I will eat this. I'm just gonna chop that core bit off. Now that we have our apple slices, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my graham crackers, and then it's gonna be time for TTT, taste test time. Here we are, little spoons. It looks delicious. It has not been 30 minutes. Just Thought I'd let you know that. I'm too eager. This is what it looks like. Cody says it looks like deviled egg mix, but I don't care. It smells mainly of cream cheese, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna start with the graham cracker. All right, here we go. Okay, it's not deviled eggs. Oh my God. That is so good. I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me try an apple here. It is sweet. It is sweet. Oh my God. If you love carrot cake with cream cheese icing, this is the dip for you. This is the dip for you. Would you like to try some?
Yes, please.
There you go. I get it back. It's like empty. He's nodding.
It's definitely sweeter than I thought, but like, yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Right? Thank you.
But I can just tell myself it's not raisins.
But there's no raisins in there. They're rehydrated, so we brought them back. They're zombie grapes.
Can I have more graham crackers? It's fantastic.
It's so good.
Like 14.
It brings me so much joy when you enjoy something I make. I think it's like part of like my Italian bloodline. Like it's just who we are. Wow. Clean Plate Club, and soon to be Clean Bowl Club. Thank you, my little spoons, for lasting this long in the video. I am so happy this turned out. I had high expectations for it, but it actually surpassed that. It is so freaking delicious. Cody loves it, which kind of surprised me because it does have raisins in it, and I will die on the hill that you cannot taste those raisins, Cody. Okay. This is like the perfect dish to bring to any potluck or family dinners. I love the fact that it's no bake and it still has that carrot cake vibe to it. If you're just getting into carrot cakes like I am, I think it's the perfect recipe to start. And it's on the sweeter side, so just a fair warning about that. But besides that, I think this is like the perfect recipe. Also, I didn't mention it early in the video. All ingredients and measurements are listed down below in the description box, and I'll also put the link to the original recipe so you can go there. But besides that, I'm so happy. It is an Easter miracle. Anyway, thank you, my little spoons. And you know what? Carrot cake dip. See ya.